Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do this beautiful glam drugstore look. So you want to see? Let's keep on watching. So of course, first I'm going to start with a primer. This is the Revlon Brightening Primer. I've never used it before, but I actually liked how it felt on my skin. So we're going to color correct now, and I'm using the Real Techniques Dome Crease Brush. And all the brushes I actually use in this tutorial are going to be affordable drugstore, and even if they aren't, I'm going to put the dupes in the captions. So I'm going to go with my foundation. This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 340, and I like to use this Real Techniques buffer brush, which is one of the best drugstore brushes to use for foundation. And I just use it and I dab all over my face, and I just kind of stipple it on, just make sure that it's well blended before I go into highlighting and contouring. Again, if you haven't followed me on any of my social media, this is all my social media. Twitter is actually Ronkeraji with 2 eyes, so take note of that and follow me. I'm going to use the Real Techniques blending sponge, which they actually had a sale at Walgreens for $2.99, so that's pretty cool. And this is the Glamoflage concealer, which I mix with the lagirl Pro concealer in Fawn. And basically what I do is just mix both of them. This concealer did so well, and I actually think I'm going to be using this from now on. So I'm using a wedge sponge from Walgreens. You can get this anywhere, and I'm just using it to just lay the product before I blend. I've noticed sometimes when you lay the product before you blend out, it just kind of all blends together. So before I blend out my highlight, I'm going to use a contour shade in this Black Radiance palette. I'm going to scoop some out and just use it all over the perimeter of my forehead, and now blend everything together and in one another. So I'm going to use this Maybelline powder, and this is the light medium powder. I'm just going to use it to bake my under eye. I'm going to set it first with a brush. This is a Real Techniques brush, and then I'm going to use a wedge sponge to kind of like lay it down so that I can now start baking a little bit. And then dust it off with this Real Techniques blush brush, which is one of my favorite brushes. It's very soft. I know that most of these drugstore products are a little bit on the pricey side sometimes. However, I really suggest that, getting the good brushes from the drugstore will really help. This is actually a Black Radiance brow pomade, which I really like also. Oh my goodness, you guys. When I find things, I'm just like, wow. I made sure that this drugstore tutorial wasn't just like products that I hadn't tried or wasn't sure of. I really made sure that there were good products, and I really want to show you guys that you can achieve a drugstore look and still be glam. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people don't really show that. I'm just going to do my brows as usual and use the same concealer I used under my eyes, under my brow, to just kind of sculpt out my brow and use that as a primer for my eyeshadow. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild brush. The brush I use for my brows is a MAC brush. However, you can use any angled brush you want. And I'm setting my eyes and using this L'Oreal True Match powder as my transition color. You can use any eyeshadow you want as your transition color, but I just wanted a color that was similar to my skin tone. This is the Black Radiance Nude Attitude palette, and all of the colors, even the shimmery color I use on the middle of my lid, is going to be in that color, in that palette. The eyeshadows don't have names, but if you get the palette, you understand the colors I'm using. And I'm just using this to define and deepen in my crease, and I'm using a Wet n Wild brush, as I said already. And this is the Urban Identity Trio from Black Radiance also. Wet n Wild also have really great eyeshadow, so you guys should try that. I just used what I had at home. The Black Radiance eyeshadow I used in one of my looks a couple of videos down, I felt like they weren't as pigmented, but there's now a new formula, I guess, because these eyeshadows are so pigmented, and the green just came out really nice, and I feel like this is gonna kind of as a wearable look. My middle area, I'm going to use the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and this is just going to help my eyeshadow kind of stick on. And I'm also going to use that Nude Attitude palette from Black Radiance. And I'm going to use the gold eyeshadow that's in it to kind of create a nice halo eye. Spraying my face because I like to be hydrated before highlight. This highlight, I've been talking about it on Snapchat for days now. I've been using this highlight for almost a week and I am in love with it. Always, Black Radiance blushes are really good, but this one was super pigmented also, so I had to mix it with my powder to kind of tone it down because I don't want to be looking like a Barbie doll now. So I'm using that black liner I used inside my waterline, the Rimmel liner, to line my lips. The only thing I didn't use that were drugstore are actually these lashes. They're La Paige Trend lashes. So the same liner I used for my eyes is what I'm going to use for my lips, and I just wanted to create like a nice ombre. This is the Rimmel liquid lipstick in the color Midnight, and I just kind of feathered the black into it, and this look is about to get done in like a couple of minutes. Ooh, yes. And just put some mascara on my bottom lashes. This is the Revlon mascara, and just put it on my bottom lashes. Spritz my face with some NYX Dewy Setting Spray, and now I am a baby girl. So I hope you guys really like this tutorial. Watch any of my other videos by clicking right here. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh yeah, subscribe now. I'm watching you. You think I'm not watching you? Just click the subscribe button. I see you. I see you. All right. Have a good day, guys. Bye.